Welcome back to the Ultimate Wolf Reviews and Gaming. So today I'll be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 71 Autobot Dino from Dark of the Moon. It's a good figure. Maybe it would have been better with angle tiltage, but everything's still fine. Transformation is easy to do once you figure out the steps. I did unbox this figure in that one unboxing. The 5 figures plus that bonus figure. So you can go look at that. I'll put a link to that video in the description later. And I'll also be adding this review into the Studio Series playlist. So you can go watch all of the Studio Series reviews I have done, in case you missed any of those Studio Series reviews. Yeah, this figure is really good. It's maybe accurate. They only had to change the alt mode because they couldn't get the rights, design of it, but it's still good figure. The joints on mine are really good. And I'll turn the camera on a quick second. Just seeing if I can bring the figure a little bit more forward. A bit more, so that way it's not like you're looking far away. It only does come with 2 accessories he did use when you saw him in the movie. The wrist plates, which you also saw in the Dark of the Moon game, but he also in the movie he did have the cuffs that he would, well, not the cuffs, those whips that he would use to when he was riding on the back of that one Decepticon in the movie on that big highway chase scene. And then granted, you already know him from G1. Well, Dino. Well, how he wasn't named in the movie, but his original name is Mirage. And G1. So let's turn on that camera. And there, you can see there's the accessories, there's the figure. So let's take a look at the box itself. Well, front of it, granted, it's going to be a little bit up front. We'll bring it down. This is a deluxe one. Top of the box, Takara Tomy, Autobot symbol, Generations. Right there. Transformers right there. Transformers Dark of the Moon. There's the movie picture right there. Studio Series Autobot Dino. Right there. Ages A and up. Hasbroken. Transformers Dark of the Moon right there at the top of the box. Yes, that's the movie he did appear in. I'm like, Joe. But now, when you look at the side of the box, you see 71 Studio Series right there. Is a deluxe class, and there's the head sculpt of the figure. So if you want, you can. There's the head sculpt, deluxe class, and the different languages. Right there. Hi, Adam. How you doing? Really, this time, like last night, a little bit late. But Adam, how are you doing? Oh nice, yeah, I picked him up a few weeks ago. Now I'm getting into his review. There's the Autobot symbol. Next week should actually be that Studio Series Devastator upgrade kit. With all those bots. Still in box, nice. Hey, maybe this review might convince you to unbox them. So you can at least get the sense of the figure. Here's the robot mode right there. There's the Autobot symbol authentic Transformers. Right there. Back of the box. Transformers Dark of the Moon. Big screen inspired, scale, detail. Backdrop, I'm doing good. there's the robot mode. See, they have the wrist blades backwards. Well, on the back of the box, but they're supposed to be like that. What's on the front of the box? I'm doing good at it. And high speed chase. From that one scene, there's the car mode. 27 steps. It's an different transformation. And then at the bottom it does say, as the dreads pursue the Autobots in an attempt to take Sentinel Prime, Autobot Dino latches his blades onto Hatchet and steers him into oncoming traffic. Backdrop included, all that stuff right there. But yeah, that's how the figure does look. Autobot Dino, and there's the Autobot symbol right there. And obviously that Autobot symbol right there, which you'll see in a second. So let me just take out the backdrop, which it is accurate to the scene he was in. Let's pull out the backdrop. Third party scale of this guy is pretty epic, sweet. Yes, I've seen that version. There's actually two. There's a normal one, and then there's a KO of that one. The KO one is a little bit more bigger, and that gives him more clearance for when you're messing with the figure. But this, yeah, the Studio Series one is good. But that one had a few issues, or the third party one. Or it's first party. Fourth party is, no, it's third party, you're right. But the fourth party would be more like KOs. And wait, what's the second party if the first, what's the second, oh my god. And that's, fourth party would be probably like KO stuff, knockoffs. Third party is third party. Anyways, here's his backdrop. Right there, you can see that chasing, the explosions. Transformers starting them in. Right there. Autobot symbol authentic. Transformers. Transformers right there. Autobot symbol right here at the top. There. You can see Transformers with the Autobot symbol. I looked to order one today. It's sold out. There's two options. There's two versions of him, of that KO one. There's two versions. I'll see if I can find one. Okay, Studio Series 71. There, no, it's just cardboard. So let's just extend it so you can get the full scene. The full scene. Just hinge back. Hinge back. Let me just hinge this a bit low forward. I want a bigger one. Okay, then yeah, the bigger one, the KO of the third party one, that one it's better than the original third party. So I'm just gonna set the backdrop in the back because that's gonna be the backdrop for the review. Okay, Adam, I'll send you links if I can find it in stock. Let me just. It scales with NPM. It does too, and then it's really good, and then it's really good third party figure. I don't have that version of him, but I've seen reviews of it, so yeah, it does scale with the NPM line. I'm just getting that so that way you can see there's the backdrop for the review. Well, deluxe size too, I can slide the camera a little bit more to the left and put it at the angle. And just there, that's the backdrop with all Dino in front. But yeah, Adam, I'll send you the links if I find it in stock. Okay, but there, so you can see that's the backdrop. I'm going to put down right there. There, so that's the backdrop, which I'll most likely use for the backdrop of this review. There, so you can see there's the explosions stuff. There, so I'll set back into the middle. Second, so that's how it looks when it came out of the packaging. You got the wrist blades, or blades. That's what they call them. They're done all in black plastic. There's no paint on them. But you can see there is some molding on them. Now there you can see there's some molding like spring, like piston detail and leather load detail. Molded in. There's Sentinel Prime. Third party is sold out. The KO Sentinel Prime, because that KO Sentinel Prime is a KO of the Studio Series version. And that scales, I believe it scales with NPM, I'm not sure. But there, that's the Dino right there. I'll see if I can find it in stock. If I can, I'll send it to you on this stuff. But it doesn't scale with NPM. Well, oh, true, but it is a KO. It's really impressive. KO. You get 2 of these wrist plates. Right here, I'm just holding one. There. There's 2 of them there. He only holds them by the bag. One thing that nobody knows about with this figure is why Hasbro has broken. Why are there tabs right here? Why are there tabs right there? They don't store anywhere. It doesn't even work for alt mode. Why are there those tabs right there? They could have removed those. The blades don't store anywhere because they slide under the arms, hands, but they really don't. Granted, I did kind of find little storage. Okay, let me unpack the backpack for a quick second. There's these slots, but yeah, no, Adam, let me explain. No, it's these. I know, Adam. That's not what I mean. It's these. There's tabs on the back of them. On one side of these blades that they don't work anywhere. Granted, they peg them right there, but that one does the backpack. So, which does have a backpack. Okay, now that's tight. Yeah, that's tight. So I'm gonna try not to move that. And no, look. That's not the. I know they store there, but that's not the. Look, there is a. Here, you can see it. What the hell is with this tab? See that one tab right here? They don't use that anywhere. They don't go anywhere. They don't store anywhere. The tab is useless. It doesn't store anywhere on this figure in robot mode because they just go under the arms. But why the hell is the tab there? That's what I want to know. You don't even use this tab. You could remove that tab, but maybe to tell from right and left. But they're literally the same. They're literally the same plates, just one for right and left. You don't even need that tab there because they just use this 5mm peg. Why is there a tab there? There, that's the accessories. Why is there a tab there? That's what I want to know. Why is there a tab there? The tab is useless on this figure. Those tabs right there are useless on the figure. Yep, tab cola sex too. By the way, okay, let's continue with the accessories. There's that white piece of paper, which I usually just throw away. Because I really have to start probably throwing them away. I have a bunch. The last thing that it comes with is the instructions. They literally just, you don't need those tabs there. They're mirrored. The blades are mirrored. There's nothing different between them. So you don't need the tabs there. And yes, the instructions are big. You're going to need the instructions transforming them into robot mode, into alt mode. All the steps, it's 25 steps. Granted, you can see what you're at to do. Let me flip it to the back. Also, the B127 that's also out. But available. All in your brought the figure. And there's all the steps. There. And there's the car mode when finished. See, it just tells you spec that right there. But yes, the blades do store in alt mode. That's where they store. Here, let me read. There. That's all where they store. They tell you where they store, but it doesn't tell you what to do with those tabs. Maybe one is saying, hey, right, left. Yeah, too bad, no. Yeah, that would have been nice. There is an upgrade kit. It's not official by any company. It's on like eBay. So I could pick up that. They also did have something else, but I don't recall. And by the way, something like the knee hinges are loose. He's not balanced right. Speaking of which, let's actually take a look at the figure. So let me just put him into his normal stance, just straightening out the arms. Straightening out the arms a little bit. I'm just putting him more how he is instead of how he came out of the box. They did actually have to make a few sacrifices to his alt mode to make it more movie accurate. Because like they couldn't get the rights to his alt mode, so they just changed it slightly. It's still his alt mode, just look different. Some of the joints are a little loose. I'm missing 2 of the black Cerber bands. I'm missing 2 of the black Suburbans. Suburbans? You mean? Yeah, you can. Oh yeah, there's that one. There was one in the Last Night Twilight. But granted, if you want more, that they probably might do the others, but or you just have to get the others. Also, in the Last Night Twilight, there was that Berserker one, too, and there was also one for the original Dark Moon Twilight. So, but granted, if you want the movie accurate those, you just have to get the 3 of them. 3 of that one. There, but everything looks good on Dino. Okay, here, I'll show you where these blades go. This is where the instructions will be going. Granted, if you want, you can have him actually holding them in his hands. But why? They don't. Oh, there. Well, due to the sculpt, you'll have to shoulder panel. They can go like that, or flip it around. But no, that's not where they go. There's a peg hole underneath, right there. Right there. That these would just peg into. Granted, if you want, then it shows on the back of the box that shows it. That shows them upside down. Granted, you can have it like that way, or you can have it this way. But this way is more movie accurate, so whatever preference you want. And then they actually do look like the first blades he used in the movie when he made the appearance. His debut. There's that. There, I'm just putting the arm blades back on. I'm putting them back on the figure. They don't affect transformation or articulation. There, so that way you can at least see them, especially like if you look on front, you don't really see. The figure does have a lot of panels too, so he's a more panel transformation. So let's go into the articulation. Just bring the camera down a little bit. I'm going to bring this camera a little forward, and that way that kind of evens out a little bit forward, so that way it's not for all the way back. You can say up to there, so that way it's a little bit more there, so that way it makes it a little easier. As I say that, he falls over. Here, let's do a full 360 before I go into the articulation. There's the sides, it's just the door rings right there. And then obviously the wrist blades. Dreadnoughts, that's what they were called. Yes. 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 Here, let me show you. No, no, Adam. That's no Adam in the movie. They were called Dreads. That's what it says on the back of the box. Dreads. Just Dread with the S. Well, that's what it says on the back of the box. By the way, there, that's the back. You can see here. If you look closer, that's the back. Granted, it's not where this is whole. Well, from I believe this isn't how they did with like Kingdom Tracks and a few others. How the whole back is the translucent plastic, while then it's painted in the color. But if you move these arms out of the way, yeah, you see a lot of the car. Well, more of the car parts inside the chest, but they're hidden if you look. Especially like if you look on that side angle. But all the detail is movie accurate. Granted, you can see the faux headlights. The faux headlights right there on the chest, and there they are on the shoulder. Granted, they couldn't figure out a way to move it around. Okay. Granted, I do have my joints at the higher position, but if you want here, see, they're at the higher position to give it more higher shoulders, or you can just hinge those down slightly too. Which, who knows, you can have them like hinged up a little bit so they're more at the head, or hinged down. It's on your own preference. There, so that way it's in your own preference. Alright, so let's go into articulation / detail. Here is Dino's head. See the silver, red, it's red plastic throughout. Maybe this part looks like it's painted. Or it could be molded in red. Head can look that far up, down, that far. Swivel is going to be limited on the way out, because the joint sits at the back of the head, or in the middle of the head, but granted it has these side parts right there, so you're going to barely get any side. That's how far out to the side he gets the head rotation. And these bits right here can move forward if you want, or back. Sitting back. Okay? Arms can't do a full 360. They can go that far up. Up, right, well, here, that far out. There we go. Click that back into that spot. There, that's how far out they can go. Out, and then, granted, they can't do the full 360. There's going to be some clearance issues, but they can go that far out with that joint. There, he does have a bicep swivel. Granted, the wrist blade's on, so it might hinge it, but you can get it a full 360. 60. He has a double jointed elbow bend. You can see the double joint. What they should have made him Mirage instead of Gildo. Instead of Dino. His name is Dino in the movie. But Adam, here's the thing, like in here, his name was Dino in the movie. In the game too, I believe. But Adam, here's the thing, the reason why they couldn't call him Mirage, and like the same thing happened with Transformers, the Unicorn trilogy, how Hotshot, because that wasn't originally Hotshot's name. That Hotshot was originally Bumblebee, and then like same thing. He was supposed to be called Mirage, but they called him Dino because they couldn't call Bumblebee his name in the Unicorn trilogy, so they called him Hotshot. Hotshot because they lost the rights to the name, to the character's name. That's why they had like the few name changes. So, Adam, remove the D. Remove Adam. Gino. Gino. Adam. Here. Let me put it back in brain. Autobots. Dino, not Gino. Dino. His name is Dino. Okay, back to the arms. So like double jointed. The wrists can swivel full 360. Right there. And as you see, they are movie accurate. And how they're like the little bent back right there on the side. Okay, so that. Alright, so that's for the arms. So swivel everything. Okay. No waist or ab crunch due to the way. Piano carries cologne in his glove compartment. Pink carries cologne in his glove compartment. Yeah, okay. I didn't know that. Pino. Pino carries cologne in his glove compartment. Nice. Or you mean Dino? Or I'm not. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, but back to legs. There's thigh swivel. Limited thigh swivel. Forward, back, out. Let's see. I can go that far out. Or, yeah, that far out. And they can go this far forward. And that far back. So yeah, that's the full forward and full back. No, you can't do splits. Well, you can, because he'll just fall back. Gyro is Greek. Yes. Okay, so knee bend. Well, knee can rotate full 360. That's more due to transformation, but once you start rotating, it pushes this panel out. So you can probably get up to there for a little. Swivel back right there, but it's starting to push this out. And that's more due to transformation. He does have a knee bend, a single knee joint. Right there, you can see, if you look, you can see like some piston details. Right there. Right there, and then there's the feet. Feet can go that far forward. And well, toe up. Can't go back due to the way, well, the articulation. How the articulation is. Plus they're molded like that, no pins. And the door wings, too. I'll mention these before. Says me you didn't do the door wings articulation. So they can move that far down, that far up, so you can have them like above the shoulder. Down, right there. Or you can bring them about that far up. 2. So that way he has the door wings. 2. But granted, that's just, and then you can, well, bring them out to, well, out a little bit. That kind of angle look. And there, but that's how he's just displayed in robot mode. I do display him in the bow pose. Granted, I just left the wrist blades on him. 2. There. It's balanced. Okay, let me slide him back a little bit so we can take a look at some comparisons. Speedo poked me in the eye. Why did Speedo poke you in the eye? Let me just angle him back. Okay. Here is this. here he is with the Studio Series #1 Starscream, based on his movie 1 appearance. Right there, so you can see there is with Dino. Just so you can like get a sense of scale. Okay. And one final one. One for robot mode at least. Because then there's going to be 2 for alt mode. You had him so close to the camera. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know. Well, I was trying to show off the articulation / detail. And here he is with the Revenge of the Fallen version Optimus Prime in robot mode. The Dark of the Moon version is in truck mode with the trailer attached. But there is the Prime with him. Granted, it's going to be the same height as the Dark of the Moon in movie 1 version, just different parts. Starscream has small hand trunk feet. Well, he doesn't really have that small hands. Small feet, or hands. He's standing back up, prime back up. Because granted, he did have the. See, his feet aren't that small. Granted, the hands, yeah, I can see about the hands. Okay, back off to the side for him. But yes, the chicken leg. Okay, so now I'll show you how how I display my Dino with the other Autobots. So here I'll start with the back at least. I just rotate this up so it's kind of more covering up that pan. And just giving that little tilt. And then I just do the same for this side. It looks like there might be a stress mark on the joints. 2. And these pins right here, it looks like there may be. Show us Dino in this video again. Right, well, it looks like maybe that joint has a stress mark on the figure. And stress marks aren't good because they could break the figure. Okay, but here I do kind of give these door wings a little bit of angle. So that way they're kind of, at angle right there. And the feet, I have this one forward. And then I also use this ankle tiltage, foot right there. Yes, Adam. No. So that way he can be balanced right there. And then I just bring the left foot forward. And I also give him like some of that tilt. And now I just balance the figure out a little bit. Out. Right there. So it's kind of like he's leaning a little bit forward. And then like he's looking forward. Looking forward a little bit. It's called Has Broken, Adam. Me and Josh call it Has Broken now. Not Hasbro. Something like that, and then I just bring these arms at the the upper hinge, bring them in a little bit with the wrist blade showing. Bring out, and then I kind of like interlock the arms with the wrist blades right there, and I just put so it's like he's holding the finger, but it's more blocked. And I just kind of try to align except in the middle. And let me just, bring forward a little bit. And then I just kind of give them that angle tilt. Okay, can you just, There, that's kind of how I will display him. And I just there. So that way you can see both wrist plates. It's there. And you can see the feet. Here, I'm just gonna... There, that's kind of how I explain him. His exhaust smells like meatballs. Little Adam. And here he is on the display base. It comes included. There, I'm just kind of there. So if you want, you can like kind of get him in that same, which you can see is well balanced. So it looks like this one's more angled back. So I'm just gonna angle this forward a little bit. Outside, so that way it's not there. Looks like that. And you can see better too on the backdrop. Let me just hinge forward a little bit. There, so that way you can see him right there. Spaghetti and sauce stick out the back like Bond. And here I'll just quickly set him in the pose on the flight stand. Which, yes, he has a flight stand. Forward a little bit, bring him down. Around there. I'm just going to quickly put him on the flight stand so you can really see that, how he looks on the flight stand. Let me just peg it into the area where the sun doesn't shine on the back of him. And just hinge this down. But he will have the tendency to lean to the side. To the side. Side. Here. But once you get balanced, you can kind of get well balanced. Right there. Well, here, let me just kind of post him with it before. While I put him on that stand. Just quickly posing him on the stand where he'll be balanced. Middle and right, so I could just bring one of these blades up right there, and then just like have this one kind of more bent up, and these door wings support a little bit more and give them a wing effect. Let me hinge this maybe up a little bit so that way it's like he's about to come in. And here I'll reverse. That way it sits up and then you see that blade like he's about to slice you up. Something maybe like that. So it's like you can maybe like about like he's maybe about to jump onto the back on the dreads in that scene. Here I'll actually use this back a little bit and then I'll bring that up. And I'll just bring this one up a bit. And boom, he's balanced. So it's you can see, and then or granted you could also just forward a little bit more, but I do leave them back. Specifically in the movie. Okay. Hey Dino, Monday. This is this. Hey Dino. Hey, Dino. Monday. This. Pizza. Fast. It's getting cold, eh? Monday was supposed to be Mizana. Oh, nice, Adam. Let me actually, nope, can't see a thing. I can actually bring this out. I'm just composing in there. And there. But there. So you can see if you want, you can display them on the flight stand. And if you have a flight stand, you gotta read it with a Mario accent, eh? Yeah, I would, but I'm just trying, not to make the review as long as it possibly can be, and using it all over. Okay, so let me just set the flight stand off to the side because I won't need it anymore for it. But now let's talk about his karma, his transformation, and just quickly stand him back up. Stand him back up where I'll stand. And granted, I just didn't mention this one. Look at the detail. You can see there's like a little gear molded in on right here on the hip, and then the joint, same for both sides. Alright, let me just stand Dino back up in a normal stance. Let me just bring back a little bit. Sorry, it's kind of, you can see he's standing. Okay, let me just. It's me, Mario. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to do a Mario accent, so granted I could try, but I'm mostly just trying to focus on the review itself. It's at itself. And then I just, still leave those door rings at the back. Angle. And let me just remove the dog hair on the wing. But there you have your Studio Series Dino back into his robot mode. This is the cage match of reviews. Yes. Okay, here I can actually bring the camera slightly down. And that's not actually all the way forward, so here. I just stepped out a little bit. There. Now let's talk about Dino's transformation. One man enters, one bot leaves. Yes. So granted, we're going to actually have to remove these wrist plates. This is just, for the first step, actually. So just remove the wrist plates because you need to for transformation. Okay, let me just set them off to the side as they're trying to fight me. There, they're off to the side. You can see them right there. Okay, now I can actually start the transformation into his Ferrari, I believe it was. Could be wrong on his alt mode, but I believe it was a Ferrari. Or some close to a Ferrari design in the movie. When we saw him in his alt mode. Okay, let me just get balanced again. Okay, there. Now let's talk about Dino's transformation. Here, let's set the wrist blades off to the side a little bit more by the backdrop so I can see, that way you can see them better. Because granted they're black plastic and it's similarly doing on the black backdrop. So there's dog hair on it. Ferrari. Which it would be nice if they showed like that named element on the back. Variety. Variety. Okay, let's begin this transformation. So we're going to start with the back. Just, well, here, unhinge these panels down. These door panels down at the back, just hinge them down, and just leave them at the back. And now yes, some parts on this figure is painted and some isn't. Let me just hinge this down. So back of the doors, if you want, you can see rings. But granted, this all gets hidden. You can tell parts are molded in, well, different reds. So let me just hinge this back in, that angle, and let me just. So fast. I went for a spin in one 4 years ago. It blew $40 in gas in 3 traffic lights. Wow. So, yeah, so fast. Well, I believe it's Ferrari. I would ask the car expert, but that's too late now. Too late now. There, but yeah, you just want to leave these angled at the back. Second. Fastest way to go. Fastest way to the pumps, for sure. Yes. So here, you can tell they're painted. It will be easier. It's kind of hard to tell. This red is darker. This is more lighter red. Right, you can kind of see the difference. Okay. So yeah, the door rings will be right there, and then we're gonna bring this panel down. Just peg it. Just peg it. B12 was epic power. My neck was hurting for a week after. Wow. I didn't know. Yeah, you wrote in one. Alright, something like that. Now we're gonna flip it back to the front. Okay, here. So now we're going to pull the chest forward. Just pull the whole chest assembly down. Work up and pull down. Which I believe that's what we're. Yes. Just pull down. It will peg in. So just pull down. If there's a peg at the back of the head that pegs into the chest. Okay, let me see if I can get my. Okay, it's a tight connection apparently. Let me see if I can. Because there is a connection port. There we go, I got unpegged. It just took some doing. Okay. So yeah, just bring that down a little bit. There, so you can see his head's literally starting to come out a little bit. There. So you can see, just do that, so it's leaning more forward. And now we're going to bring the head back. Alright, but yeah, now we're going to bring the head back on this panel for a second. Just push the head back. There. Now we're going to work on the arms, which the head's probably a little bit blocking it. Just push this down a little bit. There. So just grab the whole assembly the arm is on, and then bring it up. Let me just, granted you can just find the little, just grab this whole assembly the arm is on, and then just bring that up. Just bring this up as far as it can go. And that will start exposing the backpack. There, and then that will rotate with the wings, door wings. Too. Might not want to do because those hinges are on clear plastic. But there, so that way the arms, yeah, he's putting his hands in the air. Hands in the air, like so. And right there. Sort of balanced. No. Okay, let me see if I can get him to stand up for a second. Get him to stand, because this is going to be a little easier once he stands. Or not, he's just going to fall over. Okay, and then we're bringing that whole head part down all the way a little bit more. Down on this hinge, just pull this down a little bit more, and then you can hinge that up, down, right there. Just going to leave the arms spread out a little bit. So arms in a little bit more, so they're more in the middle. Here, let me see if I can. There, you can see that's everything right there. Okay, now we're gonna bring up the bumper and then rotate the waist around. What up, folks? Wolfie, Adam, Josh, how are you doing? You just came when I'm starting transforming Dino into his car mode, into his Ferrari, with his hands in the air. He doesn't care. So come to the back and just, well, I'm just showing you from the back. Just bring that up and now rotate. So you kind of just want to hinge these arms out of the way, up a little bit more. What's a car? Shut up. A she stand. I'm sure Joe messed that place up too. What's a car? Shut up, Josh. I know you're just joshing us, so just rotate this whole hood assembly around on this mushroom pack. Josh, he's happy you're here. Josh, he's happy you're here. There. Now I'm just gonna be careful when using rotating joints on the mushroom pack, because I've had two different figures that had transformation parts due on the mushroom pack. They broke. One broke in the waist, and one broke at one of the wheels. Josh, respond to that. Here, look at the bottom screen. I just made a quick second there, so you can see the arms there. Backwards. I was literally looking at the instructions, Josh, and I saw your name up here in the comments. So now we're going to extend the whole backpack. Is that them fancy green things? Right. People ride on their lawns? Well, no, Adam. I know you're joking, but no. Now we're going to extend the whole backpack. Okay? So you'll see how big this is. Fancy. Fancy. There, just to extend the whole backpack. I just did stuff. There. That's the whole shell roof of the car right there. That's the whole roof of the car. Color vision is tight, son. It's taut, son. There, as you see, that's the whole roof of the car. Right there. It looks like it might be on the translucent plastic, but I haven't had no stress marks or any issues with that. So, well, far. There you go, you broke it. Shut it. Here, so let's do it like that, and then granted, it's literally on the loose joint, but it will get more secure because this is literally the back. And then just come to the top and then just bring up this whole hood piece all the way up. Once it is all the way up, which it's not. So let me just get this. This is why we can't have next things, Wolf. Shush. Shush, Josh, shut up. Hey, play Megatron. He broke Jazz in the first Transformers movie. In the live action Bayverse. Really, Megatron broke Jazz in the first Transformers movie. In the Bayverse in the first Transformers movie in 2007. So he literally broke and killed Jazz. And that was also a black actor. Well, black actor voiced Jazz in the movie too. So Megatron broke Jazz and I broke Dino. Okay, I see how it is. Yeah, that's just a loose part, which maybe I can now put it actually laying on the hood and stuff. I just literally have it all on the hood because this is going to be a little bit more involved. I'll bring the camera a little bit more down. There, at least I got it so you can like see everything. This is not fully extended. That's the fully extended version of it. But there, at least I got it to like rest, so it's not like it'll be falling over every 5 seconds. Now you can see what we're doing here with them on the work table. Okay, now we're gonna tab in the arms, and then, well, yeah, we're gonna bring down the arms. We're gonna bring down the arms on this assembly. Just bring them down. There's our arms there. Just bring them out. There. Bring them out a little bit. So when they're kind of like this. So yes, this will form the whole bumper around the car. So now rotate at the bicep right there. Let's see if I can manage to get this storing in. There, bring in a little bit. Then just hinge forward. Can we just? Nice. Yeah, nice, Adam. I saw that in one of your. Oh wait, no. Oh, well, yeah, I believe I saw that. But I didn't grab the NPM Jazz or the NPMX. Okay. So there. So you just want to rotate the bicep. Or some of these ports are sitting out to the side. And this is kind of how you want it. Bring them in so that way they're like this. It's starting to sound like I'm losing my voice. But like that. That's just sitting in the cardboard tripod. Nice. But there, so that way it's kind of just bring those arms around. But now you want to bring these up right there and then bring them out a little bit more. So the rings are getting in the way. Right, so that way they're like this. And then you're going to hinge in right around there. Hinge in right around there. Fabric recreation thing, I'm going to perfect it. Very nice. Here, let me just do this side, bend in, that joint, and then just bring out a little bit. There, so that way their arms are kind of like that. Second. That's literally all the way step 15. Okay. Flip it. You got this, Adam. Okay. So now we're just gonna bring in, tab in these shoulders, and then just kind of, you just want to get these hands inside this panel, inside the torso. So I'm just gonna rotate around a little bit. There we go. Just bring those arms in. Now you can see there is a tab right there on this piece. Right there. And there's little tab right there. This tab will just line up. So right there, and then there's a slot on the inside of this piece right here for the hood. You just gotta line it up, and then it will sit tight. Nice and tight. Nice and secure. Just bring it around and line it up. And that will also get these door panels lined up. So just bring oh nice. There is a KO of that NPM Megatron too, which is a little bit more less cheaper, and it's more softer parts on some of the parts. But there, so you just want it to be, it's the same height and everything. There, so that's literally the front of the car. Right there. So now let's come back to the other side. So let me see if I can show you. Okay. On both of these arm panels, on both these arms, right there, just hinge one side in. There's a tab right here. There's like this little tab. There is a tab there. You can see it looks like a right there. It's like a almost N shape. That's where the tabs will just slot in. So just line up and then get those pegged in. And as you can, it's gonna be easy. You can't see where you're pegging them in, so you just gotta make sure they're secure. And then they'll just stay there for always on load. But that's why you want to have these elbows double hinged in. That hinged in on the joint. And just peg those in. Okay, from what it looks like, it might be tabbed in. No, it doesn't look like, actually. Does he change? Does he change into a gun anymore? No. I love how you can make him the two-hand rifle. No, Josh, he doesn't do the gun because of the gun loss. But I know there's like third-party companies will do Megatron as gun. No, just a hand slap rifle. No, he hasn't became a gun since like G1. Or, well, in a few other series he's became a gun, but not official. Like there is a Nerf Megatron that became a gun, and that was like reused of the Optimus mold. That actually fired Nerf bullets. But okay, so you can see there is a little tab right on the back because of the gun laws, and then Josh, you wouldn't want parents wouldn't want their kids running around with the gun. So you see there's a tab on the back of the hands. There's a slot, you just want to align those two and up and then peg them in. They will peg in. No, and pew pew. But he still does have a fusion cannon depending on what version of Max. Or the hand transforms into the fusion cannon. Depending on what version of the Max, of the Baber's Max at least. Okay, let me just get these hands pegged in, and then I can move on to the next step. There, so you can see they're pegged in. It just takes some doing. Okay, now you can. Here, I can probably actually undo this a little bit. So that way I can get these swords in. Sorry, I can show these swords going in. So let me just bring these up for a second. I'm just doing this so I can show you like the swords go, and then there, that's the little tab right there where these peg into. The tips peg into. So now for the sword bits, arm blades, not sword. You see there's 2 5mm ports right here. Just peg them in, and you want to make sure the tab is facing out. just peg them in, just kind of like give them an angle a little bit. Right, like so, and then just do the same for both sides. For both. So just peg them in and then leave it at a little angle. Not too much of an angle, which I just put in. Okay. Because there's going to be, you need room for the head to fit. Once you do it. Shoot, you missed it. I get what you mean now. There, so you can see that just pegs in right there. There, let me just make sure these are pegged in. Okay, there. So now let me just redo the arms, because I did undo them. So I can like do the sword blades. It's okay. Soundwave was always a cooler anyway. True, there is a Netflix Soundwave that does actually transform into this cassette player. But also the Siege Shockwave doesn't transform into gun. But it does transform into like that spaceship thing with those ion parts, but you can pretend it's a gun. And 6-shot, and great shot, and quick switch from the times return line. The gun mode was a submarine, but it's actually the gun. But granted, you could go third-party routes if you wanted a Megatron gun. There, so you can see there's the sword blades, and you just want to like leave them at an angle, a little bit, slight angle, so that way the head can sit between those two blades. Soundwave superior, Megatron inferior. That sounds like something fell right below me. See, but there, see now you can see it's trying to come around. Yeah, it sounded like something fell right below. Well, at least the review station, which doesn't look like anything good, so that's always good. But there you go, peg those blades in. So now we're gonna take a break from the upper body and work around on the arms, on the legs now. So we're gonna work on legs. And right now, at least for a second. So take a break from the upper body. Okay, pull out these side panels right here. Just pull them out. They'll pull out, and that does give you the clearance to rotate around. Make sure that's straight, and then just bring the foot down. There. So just pull out. You can here. Let me see. Show you. So you can see there is that tab, and there's that. I never hear half of what he says. I love it. Oh, well, I was kind of standing it, but it's fine. You can at least see what I'm doing on frame. There, just pull that out, rotate around, and bring this down. So that way it's like that. For a second. For a few seconds. Well, at least in the game video, the gaming streams, you hear me, so that's a good thing. Okay, but I would always just shockwave. Okay, so you can see now you just want to bring this assembly down, but get that, these bits, the red bits right there, the collar pieces under the hands, and just bring this. D1 Shockwave was one of my favorites. And then see, the head will sit between the sword blades, between the arm blades. We'll peg and then just make sure that's hinged. Dr. Mumbles. Oh my god. Once I get a better camera, I'll get a better mic for it, and the camera just kind of almost fell. But there, so that's the inside of that. Done. Shockwave is always faithful. Right, well, when you got introduced. Well, he's always faithful to Megatron, at least. Looks like the legs almost popped off their joints, so let me... Alright, no, they didn't, because that's how it looks. It's supposed to be like that. You rotate around. But there, so you can see the head sits inside. it's literally almost done. Okay. Now we're just going to work on the back, and then tab everything in together. And tab everything back in together. So just rotate around these legs. I'd say I did leave the door rings out. They're supposed to be like more closed, but especially for this step. So just bring these around, and this the whole assembly will just sit right into the chest, right around here. So that way, see, you just want it sitting like this. Same for the other side. Just bring up, and then that will sit right there, and just push that in a little bit. And bring that. You can bring this down. There, so you can see there's that whole assembly. Now we're gonna rotate. Well, bring. Plus his voice is always close. True. So rotate. I want to rotate. There, rotate this whole piece around on the mushroom pack. Makes men like Josh slightly moist. Yes. Yeah, so just rotate this around in a cinch on the mushroom pack, and then bring this down. Now this bit, it's on, it's a little tight when you're first moving it around. So be careful, and I just pegged in the leg a little bit. Let me unpeg this leg for a sec, because that's supposed to be fully out to alleviate help with the alt mode. There, so just here you can leave the door rings open a little bit. Big fan, big fan. Bring the whole back piece down. On that hinge, just bring that down. Now you can see there is a tab right here on these, right here. Now we'll just peg it inside of the legs. Peg in on the inside of the legs. On the inside of these rear panels of the car. And just get that pegged in. There we go. There, so just get that in there, and then just make sure that's all the way down, and then just squeeze these panels on the outside. Okay. Tight fits are good. No, they're not extremely tight, Adam. Not extremely tight, because if they're extremely tight and you have to move that for transformation, there's a good chance you're going to break something on the figure. So, but there, you can see that's the, no, there's that. I'm just trying to straighten it as I bump the camera. Granted, I am doing this at arm's length with the camera in front of me. But there, so you can see there's that little assembly. And just see if I can kind of like get these hips, these back panels aligned more up with the door panels themselves. But yeah, I am not extremely tight bits, because if they're extremely tight, then you can't move them. Or if they're extremely loose, which I'm hoping the HasLab Star Saber joints aren't. I like the horse. I neigh like a horse about soggy bits. As the camera just falls, which at least I quickly set it back up. And I quickly just grabbed the figure. I kind of knocked it, but it's fine. I can actually bring it back a little, so it doesn't do that again. Jiggly bits are fun for a short while. Yes. For a short while. Okay, so now let's finish the last step. So last step, there's a tab right here at the edge of the door. Right, little tab right there. There is a little one right there. So here, one, and there is a peg hole right here. This back tab doesn't get used. So we're robot mode, where it pegs in robot mode on these doors. So there's a peg right there, that pegs in right there. That's all. So you just, and then you want to hit that one little panel under this. So I kind of bring that up a little bit. So as the camera just froze for a second. So you get that lined up and then just peg in the feet a little bit. And that's one side done. So let's do the same thing on the other side. Let me just make sure everything is nice and secure. Okay, and bring the feet back in. Yes, jiggly bits are fun for sure. Wow. It's really actually Dino's girlfriend has huge thighs. Yes, by the way, that's literally like the cleanest. I got the roof to sit plush on that, well, with the door and everything. So let's do the same thing. Who's his girlfriend? So yeah, you just want to kind of bring that in. Tab. And that's literally the cleanest I've got it to sit. Can't even close the door. I can, you just have to hinge the door around. You can. But you literally, like, I literally did the instructions right in the right order. Just remember this is not an 18 upstream. That will be tomorrow night. It's 18 up, so. With some werewolf action. And wolf again. Action for more werewolf, the apocalypse with blood. Okay. There, let me just make sure everything is pegged in all the way. Dino likes the thick. Just remember this is not an 18 upstream. So no 18 upstream or the gulag will happen. But that's literally the cleanest I got it. Like sometimes the roof will be popped up. Wolf, Adam, Josh, hey Blue. Big bottom, talk about mud flaps. My girl's got him. Josh. How are you doing, Blue? And just making sure everything is fully tabbed in. Hey, Blue. Ha ha ha, flaps down. There is Dino in his car mode. I can bring the camera a little bit back. But, hello, Blue. And because you have to get the steps just right, the clearance. Because sometimes like there will be like a low gap between that roof where the window sits. Did someone say big bottom? Yes. And Adam just snorted too, indeed. But there, that's the cleanest I've actually got it. So like you can literally kind of see in the thumbnail that I couldn't do it. Yeah, it's clean. But now, here, so let's do 60. But yes, the figure does roll really good now. Granted, it's depending on your surface too. And it's kind of rolling too. Okay, it looks like the back left wheel, nope. It looks like one of the wheels isn't rolling. That is such a sick alt mode. It is. You need to unbox yours, Adam, and transform it. You could have transformed him while I was doing the transformation. So you could be like in sync when I'm doing it. Well, a few seconds behind, but still in sync. It looks like one of the feet panels just kind of came undone. But everything, yeah, once you get it pegged in, it's nice and secure. It rolls really good. Yeah, it rolls really good, as you see. So you can see the detail now. See that alt mode headlights right there. molded in, which that was the shoulder. There's that, both sides. There's the grill right there. The hood of the car right there. Our Transformers toys are puzzles. Put that next to diecast, no one will notice. Yes. And then there's the transition windshield, but granted, if you look at it with angles, you can see the robot mode parts. And the same for the side and the back. You can't really see. Speaking of the back, here's the back detail. Right there, the more of it, there's the 3-level exhaust. There's like a little bit of the spoiler part with those little back spots. As you can see, like molding in tail lights, which are unpainted. Both. Is it puzzle or toy? Is it? Ooh, that's a good question, Josh. Are Transformers toys and puzzles? Kind of both, depending on the transformation. Well, depending on, yeah, I would say both. Are not included, but you see it rolls. Here's a top view. Puzzle or a pain in the ass? Okay, I can kind of agree with you. Because, yeah, most third-party Transformers, not a lot of Hasbro ones, are a pain in the ass to transform. Just see. Yeah, most third-party company Transformers are the pain in the ass. Or a game. And so yes, Josh. Yes, Josh. I can. Oh my God, Adam. Remember, this is not an 18 upstream. And so yes, Josh. I can never figure out why. I love puzzles when they have all the pieces. Me neither, Adam. I have a cool Batman jigsaw. Solo puzzle, nice. And there's the top, the slots, the side of the car. It's really good. And here's the undercarriage. Granted, you could literally, you don't really see all of it. Like you can see the bottom of the robot feet. Right there, you can see the chest. Right there with the faux headlights. And then, well, you can see like the hands right there. Which it looks like they just came unpacked. And there's sections. And but yeah, most third-party Transformers, they're a pain. And some Hasbro ones. I erased the comment. Yeah, you're good, Adam. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, you're good. It's okay, Adam. No good luck for you. Okay, I woke up this morning and my Iron Man short got 1.2K video views. Puzzles missing pieces is a metaphor for my memory. You see the basic picture, but certain details are missing. Yeah, Josh, I totally agree with you. Then you find them on the floor later. Well, if you find them. Very nice, Blue. Alright, now let's go into some details, and then I'll do the pictures from the movie of how it looks. Alec Baldwin killed and injured a people with the... Yes, he did. Injured people on a movie set with a gun. It was blank shots. That's the weird thing. From what I've heard. Yeah, Josh, it was on the news. But Josh, here's the thing. I heard it's like... He was... For some new movie, it was called Rust, I believe. He shot 2 people, like a film. I believe it was the girl who was injured and the guy he killed, or it could be the opposite. But it was blank shots. That's the weird thing. Blank shots wouldn't be able to do that. So that's the confusing thing. could it not have been blank bullets? But yeah, it's on the news too. And then there was like some teacher in Riverside who, well, had to take leave from her job for a week for doing an Indian type of dance for Thanksgiving. That's also on the news too. But yeah, that happened today with Alec Baldwin. I was literally, yeah, holy crap. I bet him being a Democrat is fine. And okay, no charges for murder, but yeah, but those were like blank shots. That's the thing. Always thought he was sketchy since Team America. But yeah. Huh. That's, yeah. Good point. There. Okay, now how about for some Altmo comparisons? But yeah, that was on the news, Josh. Well, you've been at work, but you should have at least. He must have had 2 bullets and someone was criticizing him. Maybe, but I'm not sure. But it was a blank gun, that's the thing. Confused. Alright, so we'll see. Anyways, cardboard comparisons. Here it is with, well, Studio Series Bumblebee. Well, it's be across my stickers. But there it is being, yes, Alec Baldwin. Rack? What? You spelled Alec wrong, Josh. But yes, Alec Baldwin. They all blame the prop master or armors. Yeah, but it would have to be the prop master's fault because the prop master supplied him with that for the scene. It's on the news, Josh. Go look it up. There, so you can see. It was him with real bullets. But why? Matt Damon. Yes, Matt Damon. But there, so you can see that's. I say that randomly all the time. But there, so you can see there's Dino with B, and then there's the front. Granted, that's not just like 2007 car, but this is like the old car, old design, but it's fine. There he is with that, and then one final comparisons. Regards. This one's gonna be a big one, so I'm probably gonna have to actually move the backdrop back. This character will also appear in Marvel Moon, which I actually put in alt mode, but I'm gonna have to bring Dino over a little bit because he's big, especially with this trailer. Film Actors Guild, which I'm gonna have to. Here, you can kind of see now. Now, in the frame. I'll bring it down on the inside a little bit, but just because that way you can at least get a sense of scale. Yeah, I'm gonna just remove the backdrop a little bit more. Here I can slide a little forward, a little bit, and no pressure on the light on the trailer. But there, that's Dino with Prime. There. Let me just remove the trailer for a second. But there's Dino with Prime, the Dark of the Moon version, in his car mode. Granted, Prime is a Voyager. A Voyager class and Dino's Deluxe. And that's so you can see. There, instead of Rent, he was in a play called Lease. Just a riddle line. But there, that's them at the front, and then I'll just reattach the trailer to Prime. Yes, this is the DNA upgrade kit on the trailer. On the trailer itself. So that way you can lease on the basic trailer. But, and then granted, just so you know, you can like where how big it is in scale. Everyone's got AIDS. AIDS. And so that way, if you want, you can like line up the Dark of the Moon Autobot or Dark of the Autobots, and then just have this. Yes. So you can granted the trailer's a lot bigger than him, but that's a little sense of scale. So if you like have the Dark of the Moon Autobots, you can put him together, like they're driving, or at least different Autobots. Adam's howling. There, let me set the Prime back off to the side, and so we can look at the movie pictures. Rub down which I can just put it on another device. But there he is with the backdrop. Yes, he's big enough so you can set him on the backdrop. Now get in the limbo end. But there is Dino on the backdrop, so if you want, you can kind of recreate the scene a little bit more. Alright, now I'll just pull up those same pictures. Prime is so small. Damn you! Adam, listen to me. It's called Has Broken. Hashtag Has Broken. Josh came up with it, so you gotta give him credit. And some people are assholes. Okay. Josh, just remember this is not an 18 stream. But yeah, I can agree with that. It's okay, Josh. You can say that for tomorrow. And then because tomorrow that'll be 18 upstream, so. Okay, now for a few quick pictures. I yell at my little Prime the same. Oh my god. So here's a picture. That's one from the movie, which is, the design is very much movie accurate in robot mode. Granted, the blades are a little bit longer in the robot mode in the movie. Granted, they shorten them a little bit. But yeah, the shoulders right there are kind of more movie accurate. And then the door rings are accurate. Back, the little side pieces right next to the head are accurate. Don't be mean to your little Prime. It's not the size that counts, it's how you transform him. Yes, the thighs are accurate, just different molding. There's a figure. The head, which is accurate, this figure. It is very accurate. Granted, the blades need to be bigger. Because look, here's another scene from the movie where you see him appear. But yeah, it's accurate. See with the wheels on the shoulders. See, it's accurate as it can be in the figure form. Let's see if I can find a alt mode picture. Yeah, it's a Ferrari. It's a Ferrari. Yes, it's a Ferrari. Which granted, they couldn't get the pictures license to this alt mode. So, but here I did find an alt mode picture. Which that can at least help. That's the alt mode in the real life. So you can see, the colors are good here. I can actually bring them up a little bit. Granted, they did have to make some adjustments to it because they couldn't get the license to the Ferrari car. But I mean, like the door handles right there, they're accurate. The side mirrors, no gas tank. I'm live streaming the Hasbro PulseCon, but I'm not excited about it. tiny money, big problem. Yes, Adam. There's no like gas tank molded in, but it's still fine. Little side bits right there under the door. Is there on the figure? What time does it start? That's a good question. The wheels are accurate, granted they don't have the little symbol right there. The hood is kind of somewhat accurate to the movie. Yeah, same blue. If I'm up by then. The front, the little symbol right there is not there on the figure. The windshield is movie accurate. And then the little one symbol for the Ferrari is not there. But the little detail by the and the headlights are there. Here, I can actually pull up what time it starts, Josh. But yeah, at least it's movie accurate as it could be. But yeah, they'll have Transformers and other stuff. Oh wow. I want to throw my money at Claim before toys. Yes. Josh, you'll actually be up for it. It's been so long. Okay, it starts at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 8 a.m. Josh, it starts. 8 a.m. it starts. Josh, 8 a.m. the event starts. Hasbro PulseCon starts, and it ends. Well, it's 8 a.m. Hasbro PulseCon starts, and that's for Pacific Standard Time. 10 for Eastern. 10 for 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and 8 a.m. 8 a.m. or Pacific Standard Time. Okay, I ran into one in Vegas, wanted $1,000. Right. Talked her down to do $250, and then she said no. 8 a.m. Boo, I know, right? And that's 10. Yeah, I'm not gonna be up that early. I'm still sleeping at that time. When that happens, why does it have to be that early? Why does it have to be that early for us? It could start at 12, then that would be at 9 for us, or really a little later. Well, I'm not being up that early, so I'm just gonna catch it up. Well, I'm probably just gonna watch the Transformers events. But there is, I know there's alt mode. Was twice too. Who knows, maybe Toy Hacks will put up a set for him, so that way, well, it doesn't. So that way, you don't see all this translucent windows. They do. I know they put some out for the Studio Series Constructicons in that Prime. And it'd be, if they did for Dino, that would look good. Or, like give the symbols option. Give it the throwing symbols, and then maybe hide the translucent windows. But anyways, I've been the Ultimate Wolf Reviews the Gaming. You can find the Ultimate Wolf on Twitch, the Ultimate Wolf on Instagram, the Ultimate Wolf on Discord. She gave me her number to call her next time I'm back in town. Oh, nice, Josh. You actually have a girl's number for once. I love you, Wolfie. I know, I love you too, Josh. But yeah, you can find the Ultimate Wolf on Discord, the Ultimate Wolf on Twitch, the Ultimate Wolf on Instagram, and the Ultimate Wolf Reviews and Gaming. I know next week will at least be the Studio Series 7 upgrade kit, which that's going to be a pain to film. But yeah, I'll be doing more Realms of the Apocalypse tonight, actually. But anyways, I'm in the Ultimate Wolf Reviews and Gaming. You can find the Ultimate Wolf Reviews and Gaming on Twitch. Ultimate Wolf on Twitch, the Ultimate Wolf on Instagram, Ultimate Wolf on Discord. I'll put the links in the description. And then also, you can go to the Studio Series playlist, and I'll put that in the description with the when I unbox this figure. But anyways, I'm in the Ultimate Wolf Reviews and Gaming. I'm proud to share half of everything with my roommate. Yeah, I'm not. I don't have to. Do that. So, well, granted, if the roommate doesn't want it, then good. You have it all to yourself. But anyways, I've been the Ultimate Wolf Reviews and Gaming.